Hi again. So now I want to show you MyOpenMath, which is our online homework system. And if you've never used it before, well, it's linked in the module, but it's myopenmath.com, very simple. If you've never been here before, you want to register as a new student and then type in the information that they give you. And then the course ID and the enrollment key are listed in the syllabus. So type those in or copy and paste those over, and then you'll click the sign up button. Okay. If you have already taken a math class using MyOpenMath, then you already have an account. So as long as you can remember your info, luckily I'm at home and mine is saved here, but you can always do forgot password or forgot username, get your account back, and then go ahead and log in. This shows a lot of courses here, my courses here, but you might need to do add new course. If you've used MyOpenMath before, then you might need to just do that add new course, and because that's where you will need to put in the enrollment key and the ID for this, this new course. So this is Math 243 Online Winter 2020. And let me close these up. This is how you'll see it. Oh, I guess I had them all open, didn't I? It's organized just like our class in modules, okay? So all the content is in these folders here. For example, Welcome to Statistics is a welcome message. Here's Module 1. So the first thing to do, which is by Wednesday at 1 o'clock, is create your account and also do this orientation. I will do some of this to kind of show you how the system works. The orientation are silly questions just to help you get used to the system. So you can see there's 9 questions. If you ever want to print the problems, you still have to enter the answers in, but let's say you wanted to take it somewhere where you didn't have online access, you wanted to work on it, you can do a print version and then take it back, enter them in later. You probably wouldn't do that on the orientation, but on the other assignments. Okay, so I've created an account and I'm logged into MyOpenMath. That has to be true for me to be seeing this. So then you hit the submit button. You'll see green, yellow, or red. Green is all right, yellow is partially right, partially wrong, and red is not right. Okay, so I'm going to answer one wrong to show you. Here's a multiple choice type question. Try it out by selecting right. Okay, so I'm going to answer wrong, and you see red and an X. Now, you have unlimited tries on every question. That's really important to me. This is, you're getting credit and points for doing this, but you're not being penalized. I want you to keep going until you get 100% on every single section. Okay, it's going to help your grade and it's going to help your understanding. Okay, so I got it wrong. I'm going to try it again. That time I got it right. Let's go to question 3. Now, when there's circles, there's only one answer right. When there's squares, there's multiple answers that can be right. So this says, try this by selecting all the right questions below. I'm going to do this one partially right and partially wrong. So you can see that it's yellow. And you can see that you got part of it here. You have part of the points. Everyone is worth 1 point. And then I want to show you something else. So I'm going to click away. You can skip around. Let's say I don't know this one, so I'm going to skip it. You can skip around and do these in any order. And then I want to show you something specific. So I got this one not completely right. I went away from it and I came back. See how there's no submit button at the bottom? This is one of the weird things about this system. I have to click on this link, reattempt this question, before I can actually submit it. Now, I believe why they do this is because some instructors choose to change the numbers if you, like after a certain number of tries or if you go away from it. but that won't happen. It'll be the exact same numbers because I have it set up that way, but you do still have to click on reattempt this question. Then you can see the submit button here. So I've gotten in the habit of looking for this first. Then I can fix my answers and it's all right. Okay, pretty cool, huh? Okay, so you're gonna go through this whole orientation till you get 9 out of 9. And let me see what else I want to show you. So home will take you to all of your courses that you've done in MyOpenMath. This might be the first one. Course takes you back to the course outline, okay? So you're going to do your orientation. Mine also looks a little different than yours because I'm an instructor. You have Module 1 form. Okay, let me show you what that is. There also are resources in here. These are the same slides that are in the D2L resources. These are the slides and also some videos that go with the textbook. So they're the textbook authors. So if you find those useful, please do use them. I want to show you another thing in the homework version. Okay, so after you do the lecture videos and notes and the practice problems, because you have the answers to those, then you want to start on these. So I'm not going to do the question right now because I want to let you try it, but notice at the bottom it says post this question to forum. Let's say you've tried it a couple times and you're not getting it right and you're not sure why. You've looked at your notes and the book and all that kind of stuff and you're just not sure. So I want you to click this link, post this question to forum. What it does is this is a forum inside MyOpenMath, but it's really cool and really useful. So that's why I wanted to keep that using this feature. It copies your question into a forum post. And these questions are randomized. Almost all of them are randomized. So yours might say 54 bears, someone else might say 32 bears, or if it's a calculation question. I think there might be certain things that are randomized. So by posting it, you're not giving the answers away to someone else, but you're letting people help you, and also it will help others because they'll go and read the answers. They'll get to teach you, which helps you retain information better. So what you would do is you would type in, don't just do a blank one because then we don't know how to help you. So type in a question, type in what you've tried or where you looked or which word you're stuck on or something specific about the question. And then you'll see it automatically populates with the question number, which is great. And then I can't quite scroll down enough because my video doesn't go down this far, but at the bottom it says post thread. Okay, so what that does, if I'm going to go over to forums here, it will put it right here. It matches it into the proper forum. So we would see, if I had posted that, we would see it right here. Okay, so let's say you're stuck on one. You could actually click on forums and see if someone else has already asked about that question. And then go ahead and see what someone said. See if it makes sense to you or join the discussion. Say, oh, well, I understand that, but what about this? So we can have conversations on here. So I highly recommend you to check this often, help others, and then I will help too. So what I recommend, because we have forums in here and we also have the discussions that are optional in D2L, is use D2L for more of the concept or general questions and use this for the specific homework questions, because it really helps to be able to see the exact question you're talking about. You know, if you're saying, well, how do you do it if it's blah, 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 we really need to see the question and see the context of everything. So that's the difference between the two forums. Let me go back to course. Let me see what else I want to show you. Okay, so within a module, like module 1 is orange here, there's 2 different homework sections. So be sure you go all the way through each module, because usually they'll have 2, most of them have 2, some might have 1 or 3. So make sure you hit each one. A good way to check is to go to Gradebook. And I don't know, let me see if I can change myself to a student. I'm not actually a student. So I want to show you this, but I can't because it will show you student names. But when you click on Gradebook, that is a really useful tool because you can see every single section and you can see your score. So you'll be able to know which ones you still need to work on. And then there's also on your score is actually a link. So you can go through and see what your answers were, which ones you got right, which ones you got wrong. So that's really important too. Okay, let me see if there's anything else I want to show you inside the homework. I think I said you can skip around, you can print it. Each question, the points are recorded question by question. So there's never a thing of, oh, I went all the way through it, but I didn't hit submit at the end. You don't have to worry about that. Every question, just like we saw in the orientation, it's everyone's worth 1 point, and you get that point right when you get that question right. Okay. So we've got resources for 1112, homework 1112. Then we have resources for the next set of sections, and then excuse me, I'm going to pause it. Okay, I had to get some water there. I've been talking too much. So I think that's all I want to show you for this. You can see how you'll be just working through every single module in the course, and it's just all laid out for you. They are all open, so you can work ahead if you want to. Chapter 2 is all open. It does show you the due dates right here, so that's really nice. Oh, I know what I need to show you is the late passes. You see that LP? And it says late passes allowed. Oh, it only shows up when I hover over it. So within MyOpenMath, I've given you 5 late passes. And I love these because you can basically give yourself a 1-week extension on any assignment for 5 assignments. Okay, so this would count as 1 late pass, this would count as 1 late pass. Don't use 2 late passes for 1 assignment. If you, let's say you used a late pass but you're still not quite done, just email me and I will extend it for you, because I don't want you using multiple late passes on 1 assignment. Okay. Also, if you've had a lot of emergencies or things coming up throughout the term, please contact me. I can give you more late passes. I just want to give you 5 to start with. Okay. But like I said before, there's so much content. I really want you to stay on track, because if you get behind, it's going to snowball. Okay. But if you do, I will work with you. Okay. So I think you have an idea of how to use that. You also have the links up here, forums. You won't have roster, but you will have Gradebook. And you can over here, I'm not sure if you'll get a message or not, but forums and Gradebook you also have over here. Okay, so if you have any questions about that, get started on it and email me if you have any questions. And that is our introduction for the course. So after this, make sure you get everything done on that info module by the first Wednesday at 1 o'clock, and then you can get started on module 1. And if you have any questions, I'm here to help you. I usually respond pretty quickly, so I look forward to connecting with you. All right, I hope you have a good first week.